When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Buying some time. Taking a shot on the first play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hines is tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid. He lost one down the sideline. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the counter. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Scanning the field, it's Sullivan. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipate, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The toss to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football. With the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the returner goes down. On the move from inside his 5. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pulls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking for the score. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try the right side. Powers through the defender. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Got to 1st down and more. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to the ground game on the left. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's looking deep. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dean. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the running back. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal, Ohio State.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half.
The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Trying to barrel in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Here we go.
On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there as they get him down at the 14-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Sullivan. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Patterson. Finds a crease at the 20. Open field on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, and he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Patterson. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Parker. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete on the shuffle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. He spins that thing down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want to.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Gonna let it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Parker. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Parker. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays, they're hard to stop, man.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Breaks into the open. That's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
76, Iowa, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.